Hey everyone, bit of a spontaneous one this one, but I wanted to share with you some of this energy because I really believe that it's going to help you. Semen retention, getting on a long streak of semen retention is a bit like getting a rocket into space. What happens when you want to get a rocket into space? You need lots of energy, fuel, to escape the Earth's gravity, to get escape velocity. But once you get into the upper atmosphere or even into orbit, it's a lot more plain sailing, isn't it? And if you don't have that energy and you don't have that fuel, then you're not going to be able to escape the gravity, and gravity's just going to pull you crashing back down to Earth. So, in terms of semen retention, what is this energy made of? Well, it's not actually willpower, grit, determination, guilt, shame, beating yourself up for having a fap. That doesn't work. It's actually, number one, conviction, and number two, your willingness to experience the discomfort that comes when you take those compulsive habits away. Your frame around your healing, around the discomfort that's the other side of that pleasure-pain cycle. Now, conviction comes from the prefrontal cortex, the executive decision-making part of the brain that can put the accelerator or brake on the dopamine system. If you didn't have that, you'd just be a pleasure-seeking animal and you wouldn't be able to regulate any of your behavior. You would just move compulsively towards everything that triggers dopamine. But with the prefrontal cortex, let's say someone said to you, I've got a crystal ball and I know if you masturbate, if you use pornography, the next time you do that, your head is going to explode and you're going to die. Well, are you going to do it? No, you're not, because you're able to use your prefrontal cortex to regulate that behavior. So this conviction is why power. Why are you doing this? Get clear on why you're doing this. Be honest with yourself. What is the destructive nature of this compulsive habit? Perhaps compulsively using pornography. Journal on it, write on it, get really clear about it, and set some goals for this period. What are you going to achieve in this period? Set some big goals. Write them down, journal. Get this prefrontal cortex conviction clear, because once you do, it's going to be a lot easier to put the brake on moving towards that compulsion when the urge arises. And so, number two part of this energy, this fuel that gets your rocket into space, is this frame around the discomfort that will temporarily arise on your journey. You see, every huge peak of dopamine spike has a opposite psychological pain and discomfort that goes with it. There may be moments earlier on in your journey that are almost crazy making. You might feel so horny and turned on that it feels like your brain or your private parts are going to explode. But it's temporary, and you are this awareness within which this discomfort arises. It's a feeling, it's a sensation in the body, it's thoughts in the mind, it's not really you. And if you actually see that discomfort as the path, if you actually see that discomfort as a good thing, this is arising because I'm taking this compulsion away and I'm experiencing the opposite feeling, and it's temporary, and once I allow this to move through, it will be transmuted. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And so that's why semen retention is a bit like getting a rocket into space, because the first few days are going to be the most challenging, and then it's a lot more plain sailing. You just need that escape velocity, which will come from conviction and your willingness to face that discomfort on the healing journey. And then you're going to be able to experience the wonderful, energetic, expansive benefits of semen retention. Hope this helps. Peace.